As Mrs. A mentioned before, our next speaker is a young lady who's joined us for grade 12 and has been a wonderful, wonderful addition to our school. She's brought so much in so many different areas, and we feel fortunate to have been able to have Aurora with us this year, and we hope that she has taken as much as she's given. She was chosen through a raffle to attend a very special trip this year. We'll hear about it in just a few moments. I'd like to call upon Aurora, whose Hebrew name is Rachel. And Rachel's gematria is a very special one as well, which is so befitting. The gematria is Chesed Elyon, a high type of kindness, an elevated type of kindness. And in my discussions and studying with Aurora and the interchanges and learning and seeing how much she's grown and learning Rashi and Mefarshim and Chumash, we certainly are very proud to have had that effect and that ability to teach and to learn and to study together. I'd like to call upon Aurora Bernstein to deliver a message of thank you.
As I stand before you today, I think of how much I have grown and learned these past few years. But I especially think of the growth that occurred throughout this whole year among all of us. And it's important to recognize all of our hard work that we have completed. However, even though graduation is celebrating our growth and achievements in school, it also marks the accomplishment of all our friends and family for their ability to stand by and guide us along the way. As some of you know, this was my first year in Beis Chana Academy. So, being the new girl in school for my senior year was definitely an intimidating and risky decision. Not only was that idea a bit overwhelming, but the fact that I hadn't gone to a Jewish school since 3rd grade and would now be going to an all-girls Jewish school was also daunting. I must say, looking back at myself, I don't know what drove me to switch schools for my last year, but whatever pushed me, I thank God every day it did. I have never felt so comfortable, so happy, and so connected to everyone as I do today. Everyone here today has made the effort to be here, whether they had to drive hours in from the city or even walk across the street. You all deserve to be thanked, and not just for attending, but for being a source of support and encouragement for all those you love, and in particular, for being able to put up with us for so many years. This year would not have been possible if it wasn't for the amazing dedication and flexible Beis Chana staff. First and foremost, I would like to thank Mrs. Alperowitz and Rabbi Haft for allowing me to have such an invaluable opportunity to be able to learn in such a warm and conducive environment for my education and growth for my last year of high school. All of the knowledge I have gained this year, as well as my growth as a person, is attributed to your kindness in working with me and helping me feel at home away from home. Secondly, I would like to thank my parents for always encouraging me just by showing their happiness at my achievements. I would also like to thank my sister Jessie and her husband David for finding this school for me and for always being there whenever I needed them most. Also, to my brothers Brett, Leon, and Raphael, and my sister Victoria, I would like to thank you for always challenging me to be my best and to not settle for mediocrity. Without the love and support of my family, I would not be who I am today. I owe my growth and maturity to them as well. Thanks, guys. Throughout the year, there has also been a teacher who stepped up to make sure this year would be fun and exciting. Without her, our year would have lacked the spiritual chayas and fun in school activities. Mrs. Bogart, in just her first year here, has managed to revolutionize the school dynamics in a positive direction. She organized Rosh Chodesh activities, Farbrengens, the school trip to Rhode Island, along with the help of Mrs. Levine. And she introduced the Achas HaTmimim program, which I was privileged to be a part of. The 4-month program excited all of us at the prospect of running a trip to Israel just by improving ourselves. It would have not been possible without her dedication and hard work in raising the money and putting it all together. I owe my inspirational experience and growth in Israel to her and her efforts. Thank you. I would also like to thank Mrs. Nowacki for taking charge of our requests and doing whatever she could to help us reach our goals for the year. She's always around helping and assisting students and faculty. This year would not have been as productive without her. I also owe many thanks to my teachers who have taught me valuable knowledge that I will take with me wherever I go. So thank you to Mrs. Deitch, who taught me how to approach Flemish in an exciting way, to Mrs. Bogart for her informative and fun Navi classes, Rabbi Stapp for teaching the fundamental principles of halacha and introducing me to the Yiddish language, to Rabbi Chadikov for his patience and for making sure I understood the Tanya and Sikha concepts, to Ms. Shochet for enlightening us about each week's Parsha and learning how to apply a lesson from it to everyday life. And thanks to Ms. Calderoni for being a flexible, kind, understanding, and helpful English and history teacher this year. Without all the amazing faculty, I would have not learned how to appreciate and approach learning with such a positive attitude. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to thank my senior class for making this an unforgettable and productive year. Thank you, Shayna, for teaching me the importance of standing up for what is right. Thank you, Riffy, for showing me the value of being calm and composed in difficult situations. Thank you, Mushki, for teaching me the importance of not stressing out and appreciating the good times. Thank you, Kalana, for always making me smile and laugh and for being a continual source of energy whenever I wasn't doing my best. Thank you, Henna, for being an incredibly amiable roommate and friend and for relating to my humor. And thanks for having such practical and smart solutions to all my problems. Thank you, Leah, for being an example and having such positive midos by being so kind, generous, and considerate to all those around you, and for all the surprise parties. And thank you, Razy, for being an amazingly organized and efficient production head with me, and for teaching me the importance of being true to yourself and to others. I cannot ask for a more diverse class that I feel so connected to. Thank you all for your friendship, memories, and for being an inspiration for me to keep on learning and growing in all areas of life. I would like to conclude with a few quotes about gratitude and kindness that resonated with me. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Thank you, Hashem, for blessing me to have such inspirational and compassionate people in my life. I only hope I can give back to you all by improving myself and using my potential to help others on their journey through life. Thank you, and always remember, what we do for ourselves dies with us. What we do for others and the world remains and is immortal. Thank you.